Hey everybody, welcome back.
Ready to head back to your fallen.
Alright.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war?
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor, the absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
It was a compliment, not an insult.
I don't need compliments from a murderer.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Can we leave the past in the past and get back to work?
Fine by me.
Alright. Okay, Blindy's over here. He's over here.
Yes, General?
Alright, you already built my lightsaber, so I guess you don't got nothing else to do. T3 isn't in... There's T3. Oh. Alright.
Yes?
Fighting?
I think you are ready for the final tier I wish to teach. You have made much progress. For this you may use any melee weapon and any shields you possess, but nothing else. No Jedi saber, and no other items.
Alright. I gotta prepare
Very well.
myself. Mandalore, I need to borrow your shit.
Yes? I think we shall be...
Wait. Ow. Ow.
Atris was correct about you. You know war, its motions and currents. There is nothing more I can teach you.
Maybe I can teach you a few things.
I have already learned much of your styles and combat. There is no need to know more.
What's the problem?
Combat among the Ichani is a personal thing. Repeated duels are not what they are in other cultures, and I would rather that this not become more than it is. And I have taken an oath to Atris against studying from a Jedi, or anything of the Jedi teachings.
But you do want to learn.
What I desire is of no importance. My father broke his oaths. He shamed us all. I do not wish to follow his path. I swore not to follow his path. If I were to follow a Jedi against Atris's wishes, then I would be betraying her for you.
There's no betray. Let's see. If you do not do what you want, then you betray yourself.
This is a difficult thing for me to say, but I ask that you be silent as I tell you this. It is my desire to learn from you what you can teach me of battle. I have already learned much in our duels, but with every battle, I wish to know more of you. Your stance, your movements, I can sense shades of meaning and an echo of something I have yet to experience. Atris said that you were the only Jedi to have survived the Mandalorian Wars, that you had stared into the heart of war and only turned away because you were forced to. I do not believe her. I believe that you made a choice, as my father did, and that is important to me, more than you know. And you are important to me more than you know. I will accept whatever you wish to teach me, though it breaks my oath to Atris.
Alright. Well, you've chosen your new master well. I'll have further instruction as we travel together.
I shall await that time, but until then, I will need time to reflect on this. It is different to voice something you feel, and I must grow accustomed to the wait.
I'll leave you to it then. Ay, ay, ay. There you go, Mandalore. You can have your shit back. How did your defense drop to 9? Shit be weird, yo.
You have befriended the seer.
Hmm? Oh, the Muraluka? Why do you call her a seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. Despite your urges, it would be better to deal with her now. Whether you intend salvation or slavery, she is a threat to us. She serves one of the greatest of the Sith. She is the most trusted and only apprentice. Yet you spare her. Why?
Because there's nothing to be gained by murdering her, yet.
We shall see. There may be value in such a choice to keep her alive, or perhaps not. Whatever your intentions toward her, keep them restrained. Whether mercy or lust, we have time for neither.
If she threatens any of us again, I'll deal with her, I promise you.
Is that so? Well, perhaps there will be a second chance for her to inflict harm, so you may test such a statement. It is good that you have never wondered what lay beneath her robes, if her alabaster skin was as white and unblemished as her face, or if perhaps she bore the scars of slavery, and if that would stir you more. If perhaps her deferent tone would change once you held her by the throat and showed her how far a Jedi can fall. Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind, Exile, and such passions are not strength but erosion.
My feelings for her are nothing like that, and you know it.
No? Then perhaps I was simply mistaken. See to it that you do not ever think such thoughts. Mating with her will bring more harm than you know. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
Yeah, ties to her master, perhaps, and I tend to follow that bond to its source when the opportunity presents itself.
Then you are learning.
Eden said her planet was wiped out, and that was the only colony of her people in the sector.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force so they can move freely, or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger, and there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
Other
Ask,
questions?
and I will answer.
Can you tell me about the Jacksaw Jack crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Remove it from your lightsaber, then ask me about it again. Is there something else you wished?
Did you know something of Visas's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
He's no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do. As most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Yeah, perhaps I can convince her to sacrifice herself. That would be a twin victory, I think.
If you have such power, then I would make use of it. There is no need to dirty your hands when you can convince another to drive a blade into their own heart.
And I thought I was cold.
Oh, you have promise. But wait until you have more years fall upon you, and you will see what a shell your heart will become.
So how do you destroy your homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he used that to kill an entire planet?
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
How could anyone have that kind of... I don't understand how he hasn't conquered the galaxy with that kind of power.
Because it is not something that can ever truly be controlled, and it leaves nothing to conquer in its wake. And it rules him, not the other way around. It has its own will, its own instincts.
How could anyone have that kind of power?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing. And it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
That kind of power is impossible. Or how's he able to perform such slaughter?
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things. And like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
How does he use his power?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But Katar called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And he cares nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
Huh. So, he's a farce vampire.
Ask.
When she attacked, she did something to my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
Alright.
Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Hey, T3 is a stuck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Hey, I can hear a catch in it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Katar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
How'd I do that? How'd I do that? Or was I always able to do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
You've gained 1 point of awareness and recovered some of your connection to the farce. I have more force than I do fucking... I have more force than I do HP now. I are wizard monk. Yeah. You got a stuck motivator and the hyperdrive ain't fixed all the way. Just saying. Do we have a... We don't have a lab thing on here, do we? Oh, there's Mandalore.
Yeah, what do you want?
What's your take on the Republic?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
Huh. You ever seem awfully complimentary to Revan, considering you almost destroyed your people.
Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on.
Yeah, it wasn't fear keeping him from fighting.
I'm sure there were good reasons. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now, is there something else you needed?
What do you want to ask? What do you want to ask me?
You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian Wars. Why?
I wanted to test my training in a real fight. They provided an opportunity.
Huh. We'd never faced Jedi before, and didn't know the threat they represented. You've always been in the Jedi Order. Things that are common knowledge to you are rumors and stories to the rest of the galaxy. We only knew what we had seen in holovids and from our experience with Exar Kun, and by that time, he was completely a Sith. We thought we would triumph easily over such noble and compassionate leaders. Those are weaknesses we easily exploited in the past. What did you think of us?
Strong warriors and worthy adversaries.
And that is how we thought of you. Not of the Jedi in particular, but the men and women who joined Revan and Malak to fight against us. You turned a demoralized, defeated mess into a coordinated army. You brought tactics, backbone, and above all else, victory to them. Ever consider what would have happened if we'd won? The Sith would have been nothing more than a border skirmish against the might of my clans. We would have brought a new age of strength and expansion to the Republic, with a wealth of the core worlds providing arms and warships to fuel our growth. Instead, the Republic won. Look around you. Look at what your precious victory has brought you. I ask you this, is the galaxy better off for the Republic's victory?
I don't deal in what-ifs.
Just think about it. Now, is there something else you needed?
Are you telling me about Mandalorians?
The Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian lives, we will survive. Our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always.
My lives are revolved around the same things.
Which is one of the reasons I travel with you. It pleases me that you recognize the truth. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action, and I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, is there something else you needed?
Can you do anything to help out?
I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your strategy. But I will not be your errand boy. Find some other lackey to do your bidding. Now, is there something else you needed?
Got some stims?
I thought that the Force would be enough of a weapon for a Jedi like yourself. Need a little something extra to work up your courage in a fight?
I'll take any advantage I can get.
That's a good position for a warrior to take. But even better if he relies completely on his own strength. Here you go. But don't get too attached to them. I only have time to make so many. Now, is there something else you needed?
No. Sorry, bud. I can only cook so much meth at once. Alright. Power core. What does he still need? All that remains is the droid chassis. Is there a... Oh, it doesn't look like there's actually a lab anywhere. Let's go. You know what? You told me not to fuck her, so I'm gonna go try and fuck her.
my life for yours.
Questions?
I will answer one.
Never mind. Never mind, there's no bone the blind chick option. You win this round, Granny. Ugh.
Something up?
Questions?
All right. What did you want to know?
Nothing. You have nothing else to talk about. Alright, so... I really don't want to fuck around in Arshida. Let's just go fuck with the Sith. Here, Sithy, Sithy, Sithy. Here, boy. I know we kind of did a fucking number on your academy that when Revan showed up, he kind of killed all your dudes. He took all your artifacts. But I'm back, bitches!
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
Because they're
It
dumb.
seems quiet. Just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. There is great power in this place, for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
Anything there are any living Sith here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith Lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here.
What happened?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith Lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
Well, let's go.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Why?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
Okay, stay here and keep the engine primed in case we need to leave.
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The Academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Well, that sucks. I lose my experience bonus? Damn it, Granny. Fine, fine. We'll just take Mandalorian T3 with us. Huh.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith Lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
So what you're saying is I probably don't have much point in going treasure hunting. Actually, T3 move. Yeah, you know what? If Granny doesn't want to come with us and Granny doesn't get the hypersonic blaster. You get the heavy sonic blaster. Also, targeting scope. So what was that? Mandalorian chamber. Need repair 32. Beam splitter. Oh, it doesn't give quite as much, but it doesn't give the defense drop. Massive crits. Just flat. Okay. Broaden stream. Oh. Pure crystal cell. Superior. What do we have here? We have an advanced Mando 2 and a pinpoint scope 2. Alright, advanced. Alright, what does this do? So 1 to 8 extra ion damage, it fucks droids up, and massive criticals. This is just... So this gives a spread of damage. Although these things just give... It's like, here, have damage and massive criticals. Broadening chamber. I like the sound of the... Oh, that actually gives bonus energy. Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, let's see. That makes it 12 to 19. $6 to 29. Eh. That works for me. Oh, hey, are there any other robo bits I can... Nah, I think that's... He actually has 23 decks. Oh, that gives him 3. Huh. Didn't that only give him 1 when it started out? Is that getting more powerful, or am I just misremembering? Whatever, fuck it. Alright, everybody, keep an eye out for Force Vampires. The Titty Taxa, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Ahead lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago.
Tell me more.
More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy. When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
God damn it. T3! Get a permacrit detonator and blow that thing the fuck up, man.
This was the tomb of Tulak Hord, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords. His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
So what made him so good?
That is unknown. But supposedly, he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Hord's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
No, I want to learn spiffy lightsaber techniques. So how did you manage to kill this?
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be. Fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
What are these guardians?
Hissis are semi-intelligent beasts, corrupted and strengthened by prolonged exposure to the dark side. As creatures of the Force, they have a limited ability to mask their presence. Hissis are drawn to suffering and carnage. They must have fed on all the corpses left over from the war here on Korriban. The angry phantoms of the Sith, too weak to influence the sentient, have taken these Hissis as thralls to their will.
Cool. Don't cross the streams, guys. Ghostbusters! Oh, they're not. So anytime I loot a corpse, I get attacked by weird alien Durgan monsters. Fuck yeah! Come at me, bros! Oh damn, these things are worth a lot of experience. This is excellent training. Fuck this, I'm taking everything that's not nailed down if it fucking summons these guys. Ghostbusters! Oh damn, they actually did hurt me though. Alright, what do I have in terms of levels? Fuck it, I might as well get more constitution so I can equip better implants. What was the other one I needed? Oh yeah, I need demo. Alright, what the fuck do I take now?
This way leads to the tomb of Ajanta Paul, a fierce Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise.
Tell me more about a cunt named Paul.
Ajanta's dark specter lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajanta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
No, he didn't. Sounds like you disapprove.
One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption. In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self.
Yeah, a cunt named Paul was a fool. Darkseid sustained him even beyond death, and Revan tricked him into surrendering to oblivion.
Yes, redemption is merely a form of spiritual collapse, a fall few recover from.
Ah, I can feel my skills getting cheapened in cost. Alright guys, let's look for more skeletons to fuck with so we can, you know, summon more fucking angry space crocodiles.
Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos, a half-breed who possessed tremendous strength, both physically and in the Force.
A half-breed of what?
Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic.
Sounds like civil wars are common with the shit.
Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves.
So what happened between Sadow and Krisha?
As fate would have it, a pair of hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. This fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor.
Yeah, okay, cool. We got a little history lesson now. Any more shit to pick up? I want to disturb more.
Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients. The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power. I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
Oh, that's it? We don't get an expanded history lesson on, like, the tools they use? Ooh. Come at me, bros.
Clan order! Where that came from?
Ooh. Summon me more Karakin gauntlets? What do these do? Oh. But Cracker gauntlets.
You smell that? It's the scent of death and overpopulated beasts coming from that cave.
There is great power and dark energy within this cave. I would advise you to finish your explorations within the Academy before venturing into the cave.
Why? The cave's right here, The cave's right here. And there are Shiraks. Oh, whoops. No, we don't need red wavy lines of relief. We need lightning bolts of ow.
More where that came from.
I want to go into the Cave of Happy Fun Times. Probably run into a Terran Tartard. A Terran Titty Tack. Datapad appears to belong to a Sith hunter trainer. I released several of my best trained into the cave to finally eradicate the Shirak infestation. So far, so good. My only concern is the eagerness the beasts have for the hunt. I must apply extra punishment to the Tuatha that ignore their masters before they revert back to their predatory nature. Oh no, one's eating my leg. Unlimited power! Power! Ooh. It's a shit corpse. Oh, these ones don't summon experience points. Hey, Chirac. Throw up the fucking devil horns, motherfucker! Ooh, we got a ceramic jug with Gamorrean power gauntlets. Taste my lightning, fuckers! T3's just like, I ain't gonna fucking waste my power cells on this shit. Sanic grenades. Hey, I remember this place. Deadly Tuata. This is where we fought the Terran Titty Tech. Ooh, there's a big old battle over here. No. We shove force lightning at all the buttons. A skills implant? Unlimited power! Power! Oh wait. Hell, fuck it.
Ha! More where that came from.
Okay. So what is the skills implant I found? Oh. Got it. Plug that into my head before I start trying to make anything back in the ship. If I can actually. Can I actually plug that into my brain case? Yeah, I can. I can plug that into my R-grade cyber rig. Alright, what's over...
Ha! Where that came from.
Another skills implant. Huh.
Who wants to die first?
Meditation gauntlets. Huh. Almost seems like all paths looped around to at least they covered their exploration. Or we're gonna fight a Terrantidi Tartek down here. Okay, who's fucking bio-implanted you? You ate a construct. You ate some fucking droid operator. Beep boop beep boop. Ooh, don't worry, we'll fix you. Just let me just cut this construction kit out of this mutant dark dog that apparently can resist force lightning because fuck it, it's somebody just decided it can resist force lightning because it lives on Korriban. So, do we have a Terrantidi Tartek? Find a lot of dead fuckers with. Hi guys, how's it going? Just fucking clonked him up inside the fucking temple. We still got more.
More where that came from.
Okay. That's nice. So we're gonna find the magical robes of light that the dark side people can't wear. We give like 5 armor to the light side people because, you know, everybody just has to reward lawful stupidity. I hate alignments. I really do. Something glowing over there. There's something over there. I don't know, maybe it's a giant Sharak or something close, but... Another skills package. Oh, it's one of those things.
More where that
The power I felt coming through the cave is just ahead. As I told you before, you do not have the strength to enter this place yet. You should return here later when your power has grown.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Yeah.
Alright, so this should be level 18. I mean, Mandalore don't really do a whole lot. Mandalore get more strong. Beep. What do you got, Beep? You got... feats. So you got 2 weapons.
Something you need.
Actually, is T3 faster? I don't know. To the secret tomb that has some kind of arbitrary barrier of entry. Whether I need to actually go to... Well, she did say go to the either the events in the academy is going to be a plot trigger, or I probably have to hit a certain level. Since she specifically said go to the academy first, I'm gonna guess that maybe completing the main quest here at the academy is the plot trigger to let me in. Huh. Maybe? Wait. No, there are 2 Sith corpses, I only consumed one of them. The Valley of the Dark Lord, oh no! Alright, well, anyway, that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.